Drive until you can buy. That was the old calling card of Windsor, Colorado. If you couldn't necessarily afford to buy in Fort Collins, you just hop in your car, head about 15 minutes to the southeast, and you'd go looking around this cool little quaint town, Windsor. And you'd either be looking in Old Town Windsor, where there could be houses as old as the early 1900s, or more than likely you'd be looking at some new construction. That's what this video is going to be talking to you about today, is buying a house in Windsor, Colorado in 2021. What's up everybody? This is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate Services here in Fort Collins, Colorado. And if you're new to the channel, I'm teaching you everything there is to know about Fort Collins and everything Northern Colorado. So consider subscribing to the channel. And if at the end of the video you've enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up, comment, engage. And as much as we like making these real estate videos for YouTube, we like more working with buyers, sellers, and investors for all their real estate needs for everything Northern Colorado, Fort Collins, Windsor, Timnath, Wellington, Berthoud, you name it, we've got your back when it comes to moving or relocating, buying here in Northern Colorado. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video today, buying a house in Windsor, Colorado in 2021. Enjoy. If you're looking at buying in Windsor, you're kind of moving there for, well, you could be moving there for a lot of different reasons. As we've talked in previous videos, our pros and cons in living in Windsor, Colorado. It's a very friendly community to younger families. And you're still extremely close to the foothills. So if you're looking at going out on a Saturday or Sunday to hike Horsetooth or jump up to Horsetooth Reservoir or Bobcat Ridge, whatever that might be, you're still extremely close. 15 to 25 minutes tops to get to the foot of the base trailheads. But if you're looking at buying in Windsor, you're going there more than likely because of the affordability factor. And specifically as of May, or actually as of June, the statistics that came in for May of 2021 brought us in at a median sales price in Windsor of $475,000. Now you compare that with Fort Collins of right around $550,000, you're looking at about a 13% premium to buy in Fort Collins or a 13% reduction to buy in Windsor, Colorado. Now, those numbers are fluctuating and pretty dramatically so. Actually, in Windsor, it dropped from about $500,000 to $475,000 from April to May. Now, the reason being is this market is bananas. It's very difficult to understand what a property is going to sell for comparatively to what it's listed for. In fact, the average list to sales price premium that you're going to pay in Windsor is anywhere from 3 to 4%. Now that's a whole lot different than what I'm seeing in Fort Collins of anywhere from 3 to 7% from list to sales price premium. So you can kind of take to the bank a little bit better what you're going to be buying the property at versus what it was listed for. Now, some of that data is a little bit skewed because of how many new construction properties are being sold in Windsor. In fact, the average age of a house that you're gonna buy in Windsor at that median sales price, plus or minus 10%, is 2017. So it goes to show how much new properties are being built. And as we have talked in the past videos about metro tax districts, Windsor has been developed really on the backbone of metro tax districts. So it is of utmost importance if you're looking at buying in a new construction community, Water Valley, Raindance, Windmill, Windshire, those neighborhoods, you're gonna want to look to see, is this in a metro tax district? What are the bylaws of that metro tax district and how does that impact my affordability? Because if I'm gonna buy a home at $475,000, but my property taxes are about 50% higher than they would be in, say, Fort Collins, and that puts me at, from instead of a $3,000 property tax annually, a $4,500 property tax annually, it could make the difference between what's affordable. So you're definitely gonna wanna check to see in these new construction areas if that property is in a metro district and what does that look like for your monthly mortgage. And from there, really the dynamics of, or the specifications of a house bought in Windsor, Colorado is gonna be about 2,800 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath on 0.16 acres with a 3-car garage and built again in 2017. Now you compare that to Fort Collins median sales price. Now, median sales price in Windsor, $475, median sales price in Fort Collins as of May 2021, $550,000. You're gonna get a 4-bed, 3-bath with a 2-car garage, 0.16 acres, built in 1990. So you are gonna get a newer home with an additional car garage in Windsor versus buying at that median price point in Fort Collins. So, and I just was talking to a client. It's super nice to have that 3rd car garage. It is not necessary, but it is extremely nice. When you're talking about, do you have a snowblower? If you're younger than 35 years old, please tell me you don't have a snowblower. Anyways, you've got a snowblower, a lawnmower, maybe you've got a motorcycle or outdoor gear, storage. That 3rd car garage is super nice to have. So it's not necessarily needed, but it is definitely nice. But that would be the main difference between the specifications at that median sales price of a house in Fort Collins versus Windsor. Now, the challenges of buying in Windsor right now is there was only 5 houses that sold, and now these are existing build houses, or sorry, single family residential detached houses that sold in May of 2021 versus 60 that sold in Fort Collins in May of 2021. So you're talking about 1/12 of the amount of homes sold in Windsor versus Fort Collins. And as we've talked about, this is an affordability play for these people that are buying and living in Windsor. And as Fort Collins continually gets pricier and more unaffordable for people, you know, millennials specifically, are entering that home buying stage of their life, they're going to move to Windsor to look to buy. So those 5 properties that sold in May might have the 100 buyers that can't necessarily afford or are looking in Fort Collins but don't necessarily have the inventory. Now, as we've talked about in previous pros and cons videos discussing Windsor, Colorado, one of definitely the bigger downsides is the traffic through Old Town and Main Street, as well as the lack of commercial opportunities for younger adults and families. Now, the outdoor activities are going to be awesome. You're gonna really enjoy getting out there, walking the paths, getting to Windsor Lake, and also going to the Summit or Power to Play, which is playing basketball for your kids. The Windsor Rec is phenomenal about putting different opportunities on for kids, but also going to the Budweiser Event Center. Now, if you're looking at going out on a weekly basis, you really enjoy, that's your jam, is going getting food, snacks, out to drinks, whatever that might be, Windsor still definitely lacks that. And again, as far as employment goes, you're just pretty much buying a house in Windsor because of that affordability. You are probably going to be either commuting to Greeley or Fort Collins, which are our major metros here in Northern Colorado, Larimer and Weld County. So take those different things into consideration. I love Windsor. In fact, working with clients right now from California, and we talked about different opportunities other than Fort Collins. They were just getting beat out left and right. And we discussed whether it was Loveland, Wellington, Windsor, Timnath, or Berthoud, of different areas of interest that they might be interested in buying in. And I pressed Windsor. On previous videos, I've named my top 5 places to live in Northern Colorado. And I think more and more, Windsor being so close to Fort Collins, but also close to Greeley and even Loveland, it's just a great opportunity for you to buy in a more affordable area, up and coming, because I do think that Windsor in the near future, in the next many years or next few years, it's going to be, booming. The commercial opportunities are going to come. You're gonna have more commercial opportunities to go out and eat, grocery, hardware stores, you name it, it will come. But right now it's just a little bit lax. So when I was talking to these buyers out of California and pushing Windsor, it was interesting that they actually wanted to stay on the west side of I-25. So we're looking at now Loveland and Berthoud, but it depends on what your goals are and why you're moving to Northern Colorado. But Windsor could absolutely be an opportunity for you to buy in 2021. Now these prices are increasing along with Fort Collins. As the tide rises, water, it is all rising. It's a rising tide for all of our area in Northern Colorado. So areas like Wellington, Timnath, Windsor, Berthoud, Loveland, all of these surrounding areas of Northern Colorado are gaining in appreciation quite significantly. So it's something to consider if you're looking at moving here or buying here in Northern Colorado. The price point, what the specifications are, lot size, all that good stuff, and does that fit you and your family's goals? I hope this video has really shown you what buying a house in Windsor, Colorado in 2021 looks like. Again, as much as we like making these real estate videos, we like more working with buyers, sellers, investors for all their real estate needs for everything Northern Colorado and Windsor and Fort Collins. So if you're looking at moving, relocating, or investing, give me a call, text, email, whatever it is, I've got your back. And until next time, guys, take care.